The lifestyle of the Marines, it all depends on what trade you are. If you're general duties, then you'll be doing more green skills, so actual soldering. If you're doing a driver, then your main role will be driving, so you're looking after vehicles, servicing them, going on exercise with the vehicles. So day-to-day life is completely different depending on what trade you're doing and where you are, if you've got exercises coming up or deployments. So it's a broad range of different things that you do. So it's quite a hard question to answer, really. Yes, you'll have a job, so you'll get all your HGV licenses, most likely your hazmat, so hazardous materials, so you can drive ammunition, fuel around. And when you go on exercises as a driver, you'll be real life support, so doing your job, the same job that you'll be doing on operations or major exercises. You do get other qualifications, but also, as all the trades in the Marines, you are a Royal Marine first and foremost, so therefore you're infantry, so you can then revert back to infantry. So on some exercises, you might go to be a driver, have a vehicle on the exercise, but then go out on the ground and do actual general duty soldering, so ambushes, harbour patrol, harbours, stuff like that. No, it's not just
combat
logistics.
Driver as well. So.
Yeah, combat, the force protection vehicles, so all the armoured vehicles. As a driver, you could be driving the armoured vehicles, the armoured fuel tankers. As a driver, also you could be driving the command officers around, or the Commandant General of the Royal Marines. It all depends what you want to do. You can do close protection driving as well, so you would do some training for that. Yeah, and a lot of the branches have a bit of a stigma attached to it. Yeah, people don't join the Marines to be a driver, however, it can be a good way to get other qualifications, get promotion and things like that. Yes, definitely. There are certain branches like the driving branch, the signals branch and the landing craft that there is potential to get promoted faster. However, just because you're in the branch, it doesn't necessarily mean you'll get promoted. The Royal Marines are quite good at things like promotion because they'll only promote you if you deserve to get promoted. You won't get promoted because you've been there for 5, 6, 7 years. You have to earn it. You don't just get given the promotion. Life at unit depends on what trade you are, whether you're general duties or a signaller or a driver. It all depends. So as general duties, when you finish training, generally you'll be doing training, cleaning weapons, going on the ranges, practicing skills, getting to know your teammates, so doing fizz together, running circuits, playing football, all sorts of different stuff, having lectures, or preparing to go on exercises or operations. Like in everyday life, you have to have considerations if you've got a partner, and it's slightly different in the military because you're more likely to be posted away from where you live. There's certain things you can do. Obviously, weekends you generally have off unless you're working or away. You get quite long leave periods, so it's basically keeping in touch with your partner. They can potentially move down to where you are if they're willing to move around every 2 or 3 years. Alternatively, if you're married, then you can apply for a married quarters, and they can live just off camp with you, and you can be home there every night unless you're away again. So you need a lot of support from them because it's very stressful, and there's a lot to learn. It's quite a long period of time, and most people haven't been away from their partners for more than, I'd say, a couple of weeks, let alone 8 months. You do get to see them during training. You will have long weekends and leave periods, but day to day you'll be lucky if you get to ring them in the evenings because you've got so much admin to do yourself, or you're sleeping. In training, I didn't have a partner, so I was single. But if you've got a partner in training, I'm sure it's very hard on your partner because you're normally, in most civilian jobs, you're at home every night, so you can talk to them. You've got your phone with you during the day, so you can message them or ring them if you want to. So although it's hard for you in training, it's also hard for them because they don't have the contact with you. They can't talk to you all the time or tell you about anything that's been going on in their life. And I think the biggest reason people leave the Royal Marines training is predominantly because of their partners. If you get to ring them every night, partners saying that they miss you, they wish you were at home with them, which then puts the pressure on you to be at home with them. And then you start when training's hard, especially when you're on exercise and you're cold, wet, and tired. You then start thinking, actually, I could be at home right now with my other half, snuggled up on the sofa. And I think that's, especially in the first 5 or 6 weeks, that happens to quite a lot of people. Most people, most people that leave, within 2 or 3 years, if they split their partner, they're back in the careers office trying to reapply. So definitely think about it if you're thinking of leaving because of a partner. To definitely think about the reason you're there. It's more than training. If you want a career, then you need to go for it as opposed to leaving and then potentially restarting your career in 4 or 5 years, 10 years time, whenever it may be.